You cannot understand Ferrari without understanding what racing means to this company. It is not a side project. It is not a promotional exercise. Racing is the reason Ferrari exists. Enzo Ferrari famously said he built road cars to fund his racing team. And while that may sound harsh, like road cars were an afterthought, the reality is something far more extraordinary. Because what it meant was that every road car Ferrari ever built carried within it the DNA of a race car. The engineering, the philosophy, the absolute refusal to build something mediocre. Formula One became Ferrari's greatest stage. The Scuderia Ferrari Formula One team is the oldest and most successful constructor in the history of the sport. 16 Constructors' Championships, 15 Drivers' Championships, over 240 race victories. Names like Alberto Ascari, Juan Manuel Fangio, Niki Lauda, Michael Schumacher, who won 5 consecutive championships with Ferrari between 2000 and 2004, cementing the team's place in history as the most dominant force Formula One has ever seen. But it wasn't just Formula One. Ferrari conquered Le Mans, the Mille Miglia, the Targa Florio. Everywhere the greatest drivers in the world gathered to push machines to their absolute limit, Ferrari showed up and, more often than not, Ferrari won. And that winning, that culture of absolute performance, seeped into every car that rolled out of Maranello. Ferrari does not just build fast cars. Ferrari builds beautiful ones. There is a philosophy at the heart of this company that separates it from every other performance car manufacturer on Earth. The belief that beauty and speed are not opposites. That a car can be a sculpture and a weapon at the same time. For much of Ferrari's history, that philosophy was realized through a partnership with one of the greatest design houses the automotive world has ever known, Pininfarina. The flowing bodies, the muscular haunches, the proportions that seem almost mathematically perfect even to the untrained eye. These were not accidents. They were the result of decades of collaboration between two Italian institutions that understood something profound. That if you are going to ask someone to pay an extraordinary sum of money for a car, that car must be extraordinary to look at before it even moves an inch. Ferrari has always understood that its customers are not buying transportation. They are buying art. Art that happens to be capable of speeds that would make most people's hands tremble. Walk around a Ferrari, any Ferrari, and you feel it. The way the light catches the bodywork. The way the exhaust tips sit like punctuation marks at the end of a perfectly composed sentence. The way the cabin wraps around you as if it was built for you specifically. It was. If you love Ferrari, there is a place on this earth that functions as a kind of pilgrimage destination.